Hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot, and a big warm welcome to anybody new joining us today. This is the acrylic system and colours we will be using, so we're going full on with Glitterbels. So we're coming first on that thumb with Pink Crush, which is a pre-mixed glitter acrylic, and I put it around that cuticle area and make sure that it's nice and neat and that we don't get any on the cuticle on the skin. Then I come in with a second bead, make sure I've got full coverage, and then feather that up the nail. This is going to be a glitter fade. So we're going to ombre two glitters together. This is Pink Crush, and then I'm going to come in with Peach Crush. Pop that on the nail. Make sure I've got full coverage on that tip before I worry about the blend. So I'll pull that up. A little bit more for that tip. A little bit excess, so I'll put that a little bit further down. So I'll make sure the tip is nice and opaque. And then what I do is I go in and I put a little bit of peach on the pink and a little bit of pink on the peach, to ensure that ombre fades lovely into each other. Make sure it's all lined nice and flat. You don't want anything protruding so that when you file it catches. And when I'm happy with that, I will move on to the ring finger. Here I'm coming in with Sugared Almond. And this is going to be a full nail of this. And this is a cover powder here. So I'm walking that bead down that nail, ensuring those sides are in all the time, using the belly of my brush, and then if I need another bead, I'll come in and I'll pop that at the tip. Blend it back, ensure those sides, pat it all into place. Once I'm happy with that, I then move on to the pointer finger, and I'm coming in with My Rose from Glitterbels. Now this is the first time I'd used this particular colour. I found it very pigmented. So this is going to be an ombre. So I'll put that on there, fade it back, pull it down the tip of the nail and leave that to set. Now I'm going to do exactly the same on the little finger, but I'm coming in with Coral Sunrise. This is a beautiful peach colour. So I'll put that bead on, bring it up the tip, fade it back, a little bit much on there, pat that into place. Any excess I pull that straight off. A little bit more on there, and I keep faffing because you know what I'm like to faff, so I'll faff with that until I'm perfectly happy with that coverage. Now what we're going to do is come in and we're going to do a colour block. I'm going to do a line down the middle of this middle finger using Pink Crush at the bottom, and then fade that into Peach Crush at the top. All the time I'm trying to get that shape. I'm very conscious that this is a pre-mixed acrylic glitter. So the minute that is mixed together with the monomer, it does start to set. So we put that down, get our shape straight away. Use my brush, you can see me there using the side of my brush. Get that line straight as possible, minimise any work that I've got to do later, and I do that all the way down this nail, working in smaller beads so that I can control that shape. Just let you watch this for a moment. So once I'm happy with that glitter placement, I then come in with clear acrylic. And what I'm doing now is capping all that glitter, building a nice little wall to put my next colour up to, all the time watching that shape. So I'm capping that glitter a little bit more at the top. Put that into place, watch my wall, keeping it nice and tidy. And then I leave that to set. And I will go on to the ombre on that pointer finger. So I'm coming in with sugared almond and I go in on that line where it blends down the back of that rose bead. And I pop that on there, push it out to the sides, then blend it down. I wasn't happy with that bead at all, didn't like the coverage. So I'll come in, drain the monomer out the back of that brush, because I need the colour. So I'll come in with that bead again, fade that at the back there so we don't get any shadow in, and pull that sugared almond down over the My Rose pink shade there, ready for the ombre. Excuse my voice, a little bit croaky today, isn't it? Then I come in with the cuticle bead. So I place that on there. Ensure that cuticle nice and tucked in. Feather it down over that blend. With that pink being so dark, it really was a challenge, shall we say, to ombre this. But all I keep doing is coming in with small beads until I'm happy. So I came in with a little bit more pink there. And I'll leave that to set, and then I'm going to do exactly the same and ombre this coral sunrise with the sugared almond on the pinky. Now this one ombre'd lovely, no problem at all. When you get such a light shade, trying to ombre it with a darker shade does become a bit more difficult. But all you have to do is just keep adding small beads till you are happy. By keeping them small and wet, you're then not building up the bulk and you're keeping it flat when you're doing that design. Once I'm happy with that, I'm then going to cap. I don't show you all the capping, just one or two nails. So I tuck that in right on that cuticle and pull the front of that clear bead down the nail. And then I go in with a second bead. And finish capping that little finger. All the time, checking the sides, checking your structure, ensuring that you're happy with the placement of that acrylic. See me twisting it, turning it, that's what I'm doing. Make sure I've got my apex and that the strength is there. I cap the rest of those nails before going in and filing this colour block. So I come in with a brand new file and I'm pushing against the acrylic, not down on the nail. Careful not to catch the skin. What I do on one side, I then do on the other. So I'll file that, brush it off, before coming in with sugared almond on both sides. And I push that acrylic right up to that wall. Watch my cuticle. And I'm pushing that acrylic all the time with the belly of my brush. making sure that there's not going to be any gaps when I file this. Come in with a small bead just on that tip, pat and press on this side of the nail. When I'm happy with that, I will then go in on the other side, again with that sugared almond. Pop that bead on, push it down gently with the tip of my brush, tuck it into that cuticle area, push it against that wall, oh lovely. So I've got it in that cuticle area, it's all nice and neat. Then I come in with this second bead and finish this colour block. So I pop it along there, push that against the wall, then once I'm happy with that, I will file all these nails off camera, and then I'm going to add some gems to this ring finger. Now I'm going to do an intricate gem design all the way across using Glitter Planet crystals. There's two here, there's clear and there's pink. It's got a few shades of pink, it's got some big crystal gems, you can see there. There's a paler pink one there. And then I have some teardrops. So I'll match that up to the darker pink and I bring one of those into the design. Now I nudge that into place and I come in with a couple of small gems on that point just to support that teardrop. It will also ensure that it's wearable and isn't going to catch on any hair or anything like that. That's the whole idea, to support that large gem with the smaller tiny gems and ensure that this design will be wearable for the 3 weeks that your client will actually have it on her nails. And all the time I'm twisting and turning and I'm looking at it. If I'm not happy, I just take it off. Take it off, get a smaller one and bring that into the game. Now all I will say is the struggle is real, guys. It really is real. I'm practicing this gem placement, but I also need to practice picking them up. I think at one stage I even throw the tool down. It just fell out my hands. So here I am building it up slowly, pushing it gently into place. Wiggling that around, making sure that I'm happy with that. A bit more of that gripper glue. Put it into place. That's it. Down the tools. I've had enough. Going home. I don't know what happened there. It slipped. Anyway, I'm checking the top of that and making sure that's all right. Then I decide to go in with a few more around that cuticle area. That's too big, don't like that, take it off. So I'll come in with a smaller one. I'm just going to let you watch while I finish this gem placement. So there we have it. There's a close-up for you. And that's what we did. So then we're going to go in with top coat, gloss like a boss. If anybody's interested in this, I will have a link where you can actually get this top coat. So what I'm going to do now is top coat all 5 nails. And this is where you see all those beautiful glitters all come to life. That lovely ombre, that came out really nice. I was pleased with that. Then the colour block. Look at those glitters. Isn't that gorgeous? That's the pink crush and the peach crush. Now we're going to do around these gems. Do not get any top coat on these beauties, otherwise it will dull their sparkle. So by top coating up to it, it will also help to secure those gems. And then we do the final nail, which is this peach ombre. And then I will put that in the lamp and give it a full cure. And that's it. That's the end of the design. So there we have it. Thank you very much for tuning in today. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, I would love it if you would. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Until next time, bye.